Hello, friends, and happy birthday, America. My name is Schaffer the Darklord, and like any red-blooded American, I like to celebrate the 4th of July by cracking open a few cold ones, blowing some stuff up, and watching one of my all-time favorite holiday films, Roland Emmerich's 1996 masterpiece, Independence Day. I love this movie so much, and I have ever since I first saw it on opening night 28 years ago. And what's not to love? This movie has everything. Explosions. So today, in honor of America's sweet 248th, I thought it might be fun if we watched Independence Day together. Well, not all of it. Just my favorite parts. Welcome to Earth. Let's go.
Who else knows about this?
SETI in New Mexico identified a signal, but they're even more confused than we are, sir. Radar reception has been impaired, but we were able to get these. And we estimate that it has a diameter of over 550 kilometers and a mass roughly 1/4 the size of our moon.
What the hell is it? A meteor?
No, sir.
No, definitely not.
How do you know?
Well, sir, it's slowing down.
It's what?
It's slowing down, sir.
Get me the Secretary of Defense. Then wake him!
Crush, kill, destroy. Crush, kill, destroy. Crush, kill, destroy. Crush, kill, destroy everything. All the signs were prophesied in old-time religion and predicted by the brightest minds who write our science fiction. The giant lizard rising from the tides of the Pacific, and it's on a path to hit the biggest cities listed on the map. If you see the ripples in your water glass, run, shooting missiles at the targets. Insignificant, there's not a scratch on them after bombing when they bomb the mortar shells. It's the sort of horror story normally performed by Orson Welles. All the legend, lore, and tales we thought was metaphor was intended to warn us against the deadly threat of war. Now somebody better summon the Gundams and make a sword. This is monsters versus aliens versus the Predator, and you have to discard all your practical, rational arguments. Scrap your attachment to facts about natural law and call the National Guard, cause we're standing in the path of an actual God going crush, kill, destroy everything. 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 Crush, kill, destroy. Skyscrapers have toppled under the weight of tsunamis and tidal waves that have cropped up in every major metropolis. There's no way to escape, you'll never make it to safety, and I'm afraid it's too late for evacuating the populace. Just pray to God the army, tanks, and helicopters with the range of heavy armaments can stave off the apocalypse. It's a page taken straight from HE double hockey sticks. Rampaging monsters breathing flames from the esophagus. There's 95 but high gorillas climbing buildings. Giant flies that glide and stride ill when the entire sky is filled in. Survivors running for their lives and dying by the millions. It might be time to sign the will and hide the wife and children. The wrath of the monsters practically acting in concert, flattening gradually onward, smashing till half of the planet is gone, and we're standing in the path of an actual God going crush, kill, destroy everything. 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 Crush, kill, destroy everything.
Hear me tell you that the signal hidden in the satellite feed is slowly recycling down to extinction?
Not really.
Countdown.
Oh my God.
It's like in chess. First, you strategically position your pieces, then when the timing's right, you strike. See? They're positioning themselves all over the world, using this one signal to synchronize their efforts. In approximately 6 hours, the signal's going to disappear and the countdown's going to be over.
And then what?
Checkmate.
Oh my God.
I'm on a boat, I am the captain, down below deck, hide in my cabin, riding the waves, hearing them crashing, gone is the crew, I am the last one, all I can do, hatch the bat and call into Zeus, release the kraken, wearing a noose, losing my traction, how did this happen? Out in the blackness, not one visible ship on the ocean, mostly afloat, rowing to nowhere, going alone, moaning to no one, sails are in ribbons and tatters, rudder's been shattered, terrible weather is battered, only companions a bird who keeps chirping and natters, none of this matters, that's when I spy with my eye, a silhouette on the horizon, a hulking and crumbling vessel that silences all of the cries of the sirens, the legends about it were true and it seems that I am the first to have seen it, if I don't survive then there is no story to tell and no one to believe it. She's making her way, anchors away. Every moment that I wait, I drift further astray. She may run aground, stay here and drown. Either way, we're going down, down, down. Yo, ho, ho, and a broken bottle, empty fodder for the sea to swallow. And I'm following a ghost ship, stuck without a paddle. Cancellation of my travel, fragile mind unravels in the shadow of a ghost ship. Lost upon the water, taking stock of all forgotten, docking down in Davy Jones' locker on a ghost ship. As she advances, I'm aghast and asking, do I vanish here in madness, or take my chances on a ghost? I cannot breathe, blood running cold, proof of the tales that I've been told. When was she built? When was she sold? When was she lost? What was the toll? What if she's breaching her hull? What will I find? What does she hold? What if it's treasure? What if it's gold? What of her souls? Lo and behold, mind spinning and I'm beginning to find a imminent mind. Minimal time is ticking on by, looking at sinking or swimming, and I've the slimmest of chance to be saved, listing away, adrift in dismay. But I didn't enlist in this mission with interest in living by digging up graves. She grows so near, her appearance brings fear. It feels like I've been summoned, but am I just hearing her spirits? Steady myself on the railing, accepting my failings, abandon attempts to keep bailing. My own ship is fatally ailing, but the derelict craft is somehow still sailing. Ghost ship ahoy, lifeboat deployed. There is nothing left here on board to destroy. No moon in the sky, our doom it is nigh. Either way we're gonna die, die, die. Yo, ho, ho, and a broken bottle, empty fodder for the sea to swallow. And I'm following a ghost ship, stuck without a paddle. Cancellation of my travel, fragile mind unravels in the shadow of a ghost ship. Lost upon the water, taking stock of all forgotten, docking down in Davy Jones' locker on a ghost ship. As she advances, I'm aghast and asking, do I vanish here in madness, or take my chances on a ghost ship? Yo, ho, ho, and a broken bottle, empty fodder for the sea to swallow. And I'm following a ghost ship, stuck without a paddle. Cancellation of my travel, fragile mind unravels in the shadow of a ghost ship. Lost upon the water, taking stock of all forgotten, docking down in Davy Jones' locker on a ghost ship. As she advances, I'm aghast and asking, do I vanish here in madness? I'm already on a ghost ship.
Bitch. Ah! That's right! That's right! Get off! Get off! That's what you get! Look at you! Ship all banged up! Who's the man? Huh? Who's the man? Wait till I get another plane! I'm lining all your friends up right beside you! Where you at, huh? Huh? Where you at? Welcome to Earth. That's what I call a close encounter.
Go, 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 go. Well, I tried my best through thick and thin. Since I first sensed the fix is in, I hunkered down, stiffened up. When my luck ran out, never giving up. Well, I heard the call and I've spoken out, but I've hit my wall and I'm broken down. So fuck the win, I'm backing out, I'm buckled in and I'm tapping out and I've been around. Played the land, dues been paid, been screwed and scammed. I found a crowd, made a brand, alienated them, taking a stand. Every day gets rough, wake up sad. Think I've had enough of shaking hands and thanking fans and making plans. While inside I'm breaking bad. No, I'm not the kind of person who unpacks my bags. Sleep better in the back of vans. I don't want to go back, but I say, goddamn, I'm addicted to the crack of the clapping hand. So it's off I go, on with the show. While I'm dead behind the eyes like a dial tone. When I'm on the road, when I'm back at home, the only thing I want is to be left alone. So thanks for coming to the show, but I gotta go as far away as I can get, a destination unknown, above the clouds where the heavens run black, and I might never come back. When I'm sick of all the monsters getting all in my face, I'm like, fuck that shit, I'm going to space. When I need to leave with quickness, yet they pick up the pace, I'm like, fuck that shit, I'm going to space. When I'm running for my life and yet I'm losing the race, I'm like, fuck that shit, I'm going to space. The only thing I want is to get out of this place, I'm like, fuck that, I'm like, fuck that shit. Man, I can't believe this, it's another night of sleeplessness. I need to get me free from this, I'd rather be on Venus, yes. Peel me off the ceiling, this has gotten way too real, I guess. Pretty far from feeling this, don't even want to deal with this. When I'm a step ahead, they always give chase, I'm like, fuck that shit, I'm going to space. But when it's all wrong, I need to be gone with no trace, I'm like, fuck that shit, I'm going to space. When they're always bringing treble, yet they skimp on the bass, I'm like, fuck that shit, I'm going to space. When nothing's ever worth the time or effort it wastes, I'm like, fuck that, I'm like, fuck that shit. This is far from Camelot, I wanna take the fastest shot to kick my shoes and jacket off, where oxygen's an afterthought. Got me in the saddest spot, fixed on what I haven't got, a madness that I cannot stop, so fuck, I'll be an astronaut. When no matter what they get on my case, I'm like, fuck that shit, I'm going to space. But when I'm never breaking bread, so save your sayings of grace, I'm like, fuck that shit, I'm going to space. But when I hold a 17, they hit a 10 and an ace, I'm like, fuck that shit, I'm going to space. When I'm in inclement weather, wearing leather and lace, I'm like, fuck that shit, I'm going to space. When I'm sick of all the monsters getting all in my face, I'm like, fuck that shit, I'm going to space. When the only thing I want is to get out of this place, I'm like, fuck that, I'm like, fuck that shit.
Lift off. The MA6 vehicle has lifted off. Trajectory looks good.
She's a beaut, ain't she? As you can see from the repairs, we've been trying to put her back together since the late 1960s.
Don't tell me you've had this for 40 years and you don't know anything about him.
Oh, hell no. No. We know tons about them. But the neatest stuff has only happened in the last few days. See, we can't duplicate their type of power, so we've never been able to experiment. But since these guys started showing up, all the little gizmos inside turned on. The last 24 hours have been really exciting.
Exciting? People are dying out there. I don't think exciting is a word I'd choose to describe it. You said you can repair their technology. Can you tell us anything useful about them?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, they're not all that dissimilar from us. Breathes oxygen, comparable tolerances to heat, cold. Probably why they're interested in our planet. Hey. You guys want to see them?
Dr. Oken! Open the door. Get him out of there.
No, wait.
I know there is much we can learn from each other if we can negotiate a truce. We can find a way to coexist. Can there be a peace between us?
No peace.
What is it you want us to do?
Yo, we never even knew where they came from. Maybe the ocean floor, or so say some. Others speculated that they came from outer space. All we know is that they did come upon the planet's face. Those monsters, horrible things with gaping jaws, razor-sharp claws and wings, all covered in fur, feathers, and nails. Lizardish scales with tails they drag behind them, leaving glistening trails. They emerged like something straight from our worst dreams. Sirens started sounding at the sounds of the first screams. Panic in the streets as people ran lest they got caught, crying out, "What fresh hell hath our God wrought?" Locked up all our doors, cocked our guns, and we called cops. Loaded up our shelters with supplies, pulled out all stops. But none of that was necessary. Seems we were in luck, cause the monsters weren't interested in us. They just wanna fuck.
Monsters, creeping, crawling, shrieking, bawling, all those fucking monsters. Oh, horrible things.
Yeah.
They're coming.
What?
They're coming. They're coming. They're coming.
They were fuck monsters. Yeah, monsters who fuck monsters. Like sci-fi creatures from an X-rated Buck Rogers. One-track reptilian brains fucking one another. Stop, drop, and roll, duck and cover, motherfucker. Sex beast with two backs and many pairs, going in and out of one another, fucking everywhere. And even there in hiding spots, we shook to the core when we heard the monster's awful roar. Each of them had 10 dicks, 10 clits and 10 tits, and countless freaky fingers fucking filling every orifice. 10 pussies, 10 assholes, and 10 mouths from which the thickest viscous ropes of drool would spill out. Sucking and fucking choking and gagging, spitting, slapping, or jacking off, watching the most graphic acts you can imagine. Hentai kaiju with sex toys and everything. Fuck, fill, enjoy anything.
Monsters, creeping, crawling, shrieking, bawling, all those fucking monsters. Oh, horrible things.
Yeah.
They're coming.
What?
They're coming. And then they'll come again.
Fuck.
Monsters, feeding, gnashing, freaky, nasty, all those fucking monsters. Oh, horrible things.
Yeah.
They're coming.
What?
They're coming. They're coming. They're coming.
And soon we had a global epidemic on our hands. But our noblemen and presidents and priests had hatched a plan. Phoned up France, told them to pass on the bloody wrath. Tuned in Tokyo, told them to just clear our fucking path. Since they never slept or ate, they only topped their bottom with caution. We watched some monsters drop from exhaustion. When one would fall from fatigue, the others no doubt would crawl inside its dead body and fuck their way out. Twisted into 69s and triple DPs, these beasties brought themselves to rug, burned bloody knees. They fucked themselves to death and it was heard on the tube. They left behind ponds of cum, streets slick and sticky with lube, and a whole lot of monster bodies that were gathered and burned. You may ask with some concern, but did they ever return? Well, 2 of them remained and they've been here all along. They just donned some human costumes, now they're singing this song.
Monsters, thing.
Yeah.
We're coming,
What?
and then we'll come
Oh,
again.
fuck.
Monsters, feeding, gnashing, freaking nasty. Oh, we're fucking monsters. Horrible thing.
Yeah.
We're coming,
What?
we're coming,
Oh,
we're coming,
oh,
we're coming
fuck.
back.
Is that glass bulletproof?
No, sir.
I need all flight crews to report to their designated areas immediately.
Sir.
Good morning. Good morning. In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world. And you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind. Mankind, that word should have new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interest. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July, and you will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
I don't make threats, bro. I make promises and take hostages, and I'm all in head to toe. I hold conferences for you novices, and your mama says hello. I got boxes in locked offices, your accomplices are all rotten in. So ponder this and then let's go. Forever dope, never slow for no yellow light, like hell no. Steady and it's ready, set, go to the next show. Crowds holler back like an echo. You're less so, pep slow like an overdose. Belly full of benzos and perfecto from the get-go. The best, yo, I guess so. Back up, back up, take another L and pack up. Save your little self from a painful hell and your face getting even more jacked up. In a latch trunk at the bed of a lake, when the air runs out, when you're starting to shake, when you claw at the lid till your fingers break, a fitting death for a sack of shit venomous snake. Here we go again, another day, another end. Another victim didn't get the gist of who he's fucking with. Better retreat from defeat, cause shit's about to get scarier. Do yourself a favor and remove yourself from my area. Out my face, so or be erased, no. You talk shit you can't, you're about to get, and you'll never get, because you'll never. So turn this fucking and say goodnight. Out my face, so or be erased, no. You talk shit you can't, you're about to get, and you'll never get, because you'll never. So turn this fucking and say goodnight. Time's over, you might notice you side-eyed when I tried showing you right from what you do. Lights cutting through, hype the crew, but you'll find no one who backs you up or has a fuck to give if you live or die lonely, dude. This fight's long overdue. I'd be lying if I said nice knowing you, and I won't be spitting your name, and you won't be missing this game. I'm a pop-off, chopping your top off, and I'll be literally picking your brain. So stop twitching, I'm not quitting, it's hot inflicting this pain. And when I'm finished, then your family a frame dick pick of me pissing on your remains. So what up, fucker? Shut up, fucker. Ugly fucking motherfucker. Could've left in peace, now you rest in pieces, you bloody cut-up fucker. And I gotta say, if somebody asks me, he's underground and deep down now, in a pauper's grave with an epitaph read, he fucked around and he found out. Crying liar, you're on fire, necklace of piano wire. Dire try to scatter, doesn't matter, you'll expire. Think I'm joking? Keep on going, test your luck and doubt the fate. But the move for now is to turn around and get the fuck up out my space, fucker. out my face, so or be erased. No, you talk shit you can't, you're about to get, and you'll never get, because you'll never. So turn this fucking and say goodnight. Out my face, so or be erased. No, you talk shit you can't, you're about to get, and you'll never get, because you'll never. So turn this fucking and say goodnight.
What we're planning at this time is to launch counteroffensive. However, with our depleted manpower, we're asking that anyone with any flight experience come forward.
I can fly. I'm pilot.
All right, listen up. Before we can begin, we're gonna have to get a little background information on your flight experience. Let's start with you.
Me? Well, I'm Russell K. Sir. And after Nam, I got into crop dusting, and been doing that ever since. On a personal note, sir, I'd just like to add that ever since I was kidnapped by aliens 10 years ago, I've been dying for some payback, and I just want you to know that I won't let you down.
Well, I've been out of this world now for a minute. Split when the bad shit was only just beginning, to a distant and cold place where I could find some quiet, and I'll admit it, for a while I kinda liked it. Free from the plague, far from petty lies and violence. But over time I grew tired of the silence, sick of missing out on all the things that once were hella dope. Millions of miles away, peering through a telescope, hoping for an opening. Nope, nobody's going in. Fled so far away that there was no one, all alone again. I made do with a makeshift stage, I'm making beats with my skull against the walls of my cage. When the sun hits upon the day of my arrival, my one wish is to survive without denial. I am done with just watching the world burn, and now it's time to return. I'm going back, I'm coming around, I'm picking up speed till I'm reaching the ground. Head spinning the clouds, now I'm headed back in. Open all hatches and extend all flaps and drag pins. I'm coming home, I'll go it alone. I can try my best, but the rest is unknown. Brace for the return of the century. If I don't burn up on re-entry, I'm going back down to earth where I began. Before I flunked a test, flipped the desk and I ran with both middle fingers up, pointed behind me, in search of a safe space where no one could find me. And finally, hop off the clock and stop talking. Get caught up with the thoughts that I brought up from the bottom to the top in a box, locked up with a thick door. I guess I got what I wished for. Isolation's maddening, alienating and straight damaging, highlighting what's real and what all was really happening. Home is where I'm coming, away from here I'll go, cause come is done with others, whereas go is done alone. Now when the moon dies as I fall through the plane, I'll see those blue skies, they'll be calling my name. I'm bringing new eyes, but no prizes or loot, just empty pockets and a flight suit. I'm going back, coming around, I'm picking up speed till I'm reaching the ground. Head spinning the stars, now I'm headed back in. Open all hatches and extend all flaps and drag fins. I'm coming home, I'll go it alone. I can try my best, but the rest is unknown. Brace for the return of the century. If I don't burn up on re-entry, I'm going back.
It's jammed. It won't fire. Do me a favor. Tell my children I love them very much.
So kick the tires, twist the wires with blood, light the fires, pop the clutch and push it out of the mud, to face a future like the blank pages of a calendar. If I don't fall to pieces, all defeated like a challenger. A loud sound that roars in my ears, I hear a countdown that's been running for years. I am out now, if I've got the right stuff, cause I know now I've had enough. I'm going back, coming around, I'm picking up speed till I'm reaching the ground. Head spinning the clouds, now I'm headed back in. Open all hatches and extend all flaps and drag fins. I'm coming home, I'll go it alone. I can try my best, but the rest is unknown. Brace for the return of the century. If I don't burn up on re-entry, I'm going back.
Oh, look out! All right, you alien assholes. In the words of my generation, up yours! Hello, boys! I'm back!
Well, that was fun. My name is Schaffer the Darklord.